mixing motor oil for two-stroke. Call them skeeter killers. So I'm used to the primitive kind of thing. If you had a chipper, you had a duck and chuck. If you were lucky enough to have one. Or you could be filling trucks with brush and then running a saw through it to cut it down so you can fit as much as possible, leaving the bottom ones long so you could go to some place where somebody had a field and would let you dump, charge you like $5 a truckload to dump, and you would have to tie a rope to the bottom piece that you left long. That looks pretty good. Anyway, that's, yeah, tie that rope to a tree and then drive away, then retrieve your rope. So we look like we're looking large. I'm going to go for that one first. What I'm going to do is I'm not even going to hitch it. I'm going to throw into a crotch on the other one, on the center one. And actually, I think what I'll do is I'll throw into a crotch on the center one, and I'll rig the back piece first, the one all the way off to the left, and get that out of there. It's the smallest. And the beauty of rigging off of another piece is I can let it peel. And by letting it peel, I greatly reduce the shock load. Comes over nice and slowly, tightens up. Your back way, you just let everything happen slowly. And it's funny because I just watched that kid guilty of treason doing a gigantic chunk tree. It was a sequoia, and he was talking about the same thing, that if you can do that and let it go slowly, just pick him with the crane, he feels there's a lot more control. So that's where we're at. We are tied back, so I feel better about it. You might want to check out that kid, guilty of treason. He's got a nice shop going on now. He just bought himself a crane. Selling merch. It's like he's got his own advertising for his own store on his YouTube channel, which I'm very entertained by. Yeah, man, go to it, kiddo. So we'll just we'll start with our lightest one. I can be behind it, and I'm watching this thing come up. Sure as heck watching it come up. Well, I might not be able to reach that, but we'll see. I think we could do this. Yeah, I see how we're going to do it. I see how I want it to happen. My issue is going to be reaching it for the cut, but I think I can do that. I can make that. Now we get some of that lower, now that we got a bunch of that lower brush off, what's nice is everything's starting to look smaller. And even with, I see these woodpecker holes here, and they're really in there, so there's something in here. But even with the woodpecker holes in here, I feel comfortable enough to rely on this because I'm going to wrap it and tie it off. And if I do that, and I tie it off to something else, it's sort of like a safety that if something buckles on me, I'm still good. So we want to go, oh with our line down the back. Keep it out of the swing. Oh, this is important. You should always bring your scabbard in. Now, it's not that a lot of scabbards are lock on and stuff, but it would suck to lose a saw because you did something goofy. Like brushed up against, say, this pine tree here, or this trunk. Okay. Now, my thought is, if this comes to the point where it looks like I can lower it, I should have enough line to lower it. But I'll have to go down and get the line, but that might be way easier in the long run for everything, including chipping. So that's what we'll do. Just throwing a bowline in with no half hitch. This line isn't in the greatest shape or anything, but I gotta tell you something. This is not heavy stuff at all. And every time I go down there, if I'm still feeling antsy, what I can do, yeah, I can reach this. What I can do, we'll put one in here. Ought to be enough. No, we'll put two in. Anchor up. Every time I go down, I can snug up stuff on the way. And I guess it'll save more if I lower it, it'll save a lot more time than just chunking it. So I can reach from here, which is what I wanted to test. So I'll go out here, I'll make a box cut, and we'll swing it out and lower it down. This is the plan. Everybody knows plans got to change when you're doing this stuff. Anybody who's done it. It's been a while since you ran. Nice. Better mark that so I can see it better from the other side. Right there. Okay. Nice. You can see everything nicely. And we're going to get a little bounce out of this trunk. So we want to be paying attention to that. It's not going to be a huge amount. You know what I'm going to do too? Take this and throw it out of the way of the swing. Cut. And we have just enough. Good call on that rope, Ted. Now we're gonna see what we've got, if anything, in regards to slack. It may not, because I really did kind of pull on everything from that other side. So I should have checked it. They were good and tight there. It's okay though. Yeah, man. Okay, we're gonna throw up into it and take a big one out of there, and then we'll have to think about where we're gonna take our hitch from. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna move this thing around. Should probably check my battery. But we're looking, as far as I can see, we're looking large. We'll make one nice top there, chunk one or two logs, and take our hitch. And unfortunately, the hitch cannot be peeled, but we should have enough weight off of this by then where I feel more than comfortable. Let me check my battery here. Okay. Yeah, we're getting low. So I'm gonna roll this brush around, put another camera in.